वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः.
Shubhodaya, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. We have been covering the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Geeta called as Kshetrajna Yoga, field and knower of the field yoga. The field for us, every one of us, we play the game in the same pitch. How come some people are able to play the game well, some play the game miserably? Some enjoy the game of the life, many suffer. This I can't cope. I had enough of my life. I don't want to play the game. I just want to go. How come this field is the same and everyone plays the game differently in our life? Why? Though the earth is the same, air is the same, water is the same, fire is the same, space is the same. This is the space. And this body composition is made up of the various elements and organs of action, organs of knowledge. Everything is same. How come we are playing game differently? This purpose of this chapter, to know that one. Why? Kshetra and field and the knower of the field. Because of that, this chapter's purpose, though the field is the same, we play the game differently. Why we play the game differently? And this is the purpose of this chapter. And last week I started off with a story. There are many Geetas are there. And one like Uddhav Geet, Krishna Geet, Karna Geet, Uddhav Geet, and this Bhikshu Geet, and this another one is called as Bhoot Geet. Told by the vampires, told by the ghosts. And I mentioned the story. Arjuna, the Duryodhana, wanted to tease Pandavas who were on exile in the forest, and he wanted to tease them, and he wanted to, in the name of counting how many cows he has, it's every year auditing has to be done. In the name of counting the cows, deliberately along with his retinue, he went to the place in the forest where Pandavas were there with expensive clothes, jewelry, and he wanted to insult them. And Indra came to know, and he sent Gandharva Chitraratha, he sent him. You teach him a lesson. Along with it's a Gandharvas, many Gandharvas, head is Chitraratha, Chitrasena. He came, and he did not have enough the strength. Even Brahma blessed him. Many divine beings blessed him. May you have enough strength to counter Duryodhana. And Duryodhana's team were vanquished by Chitrasena, and he captured even Karna ran away. so-called the closest friend, he ran away, and he captured with Vidyut Pasha, electric fence, like an electric rope, and made it's Duryodhana, his brothers, his family, everyone was dragged on the way to the Indraloka to present them in front of Indra. At that time, some of the ministers who escaped from that conflict, they ran away. They came to the Yudhishthira and said, "Your family is in peril, and people, it's in danger. You have to protect. Otherwise, it will be a bad name for the family." Bhima said, he wanted Duryodhana came here to play mischief. Indra has taught him a lesson. Let him learn the lesson. But Yudhishthira said, no, that he is after all our cousin brother. We have to look after our family, extended family. And he requested Bhima to go. When Bhima chided, but Yudhishthira said, "I am the eldest brother. Will you go or should I go?" Then Bhima, at the request of Yudhishthira, Bhima and Arjuna went, and they easily vanquished Chitrasena and released, brought Duryodhana and his family, and he produced them in front of the Yudhishthira, and he was inside. Duryodhana was boiling, seething. I wanted to insult them, now I have been insulted. Many people, some people, the good people, if they do mistake, they repent. But bad people, Duryodhana, it's a wicked by nature. His Swarupa itself is wickedness. Nothing can change him. And instead of correcting himself and thanking Yudhishthira for saving him, thanking Bhima for saving him, he was boiling within. And Duryodhana, the Yudhishthira released them, and Duryodhana, when he came out outside, he told his family members, and at that time Karna also came, and Karna started appreciating. Yes, you are so brave, you could able to vanquish them. Duryodhana said, no, that what happened, the Bhima had to rescue me. It's so insulting, I won't come back to Hastinapura. I will die here itself, and you all go. They tried to convince him. However much of cajoling they did, his wives and relation, his children, Duryodhana said, nothing doing, only I have to die and fast unto death. And at that night, all the evil forces around, they started gathering. He is our leader. Because of Duryodhana, we could able to exercise our badness onto the community. We are free to work because of Duryodhana. If he dies, then we can't function in this world. So they approached their guru, Shukracharya. Shukracharya said, he said, I will bring him and you tell him whatever you wanted to tell. Middle of the night, how to bring, and in the middle of the night, our Shukracharya, in the nether world, in the Pathala, he did, it's a special havan to invoke the evil energy. The one energy came out, it's imp, it came out of that one, and he instructed him to bring Duryodhana. In middle of the night, when everyone was asleep, Duryodhana was carried there. And they told him many ways, perchance you got defeated. And we all have done so much of tapas, And in the 16th chapter, we talked about the tapas. Good people also do the tapas and ugra karmana. And in the 17th chapter also, we talked about tamasic people also do tapas. This said, we all invoked Parvati and Shiva, and because of their grace, you are born. You are born with diamond, body like diamond. Nothing can destroy you. Nobody can destroy that one. Such a body you have, nobody can kill. And because of you, every step of your life, we will be at your beckoning, and every step will protect. And Duryodhana asked, how can I vanquish Pandavas? They said, don't worry about Dronacharya, Bhishma and Kripacharya. Though noble people, very sattvic people, what we will do, we will enter into them, we will pollute their mind. We will pollute their mind somehow and make sure that they follow you. They will be on your side. And what about Karna? And he said, though Karna is a very good person and he is born with the vest, it's a Karna Kavacha, it's a golden vest and earring. It is born with that one. In that, what is there is called as, there is an evil Rakshasa is there. A evil Rakshasa has entered in that one. He will soon and remove those, even that is removed. Already the Narakasura killed by Lord Krishna, he has already entered Karna. Don't worry about Karna, we will make sure that he is also in your team. And with these so many people, and we are guarding you every step, and that you will be victorious. And what it is saying, we parents had to be very mindful of our children also, which company they are in. If they are in a company of a wrong people, and it's a wrong talking, wrong thing, slowly negative energy starts coming into the mind and start polluting. And when the buddhi is defiled, buddhi discrimination is lost, I don't know whether right or wrong. And this is a clear example. Bhishma and Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Karna, though good people, somehow that negative influence. And also the Bhagavad Geeta, Sri Krishna says, the purpose of Bhagavad Geeta, purpose of scriptures is not to make you a weak person. And purpose of Bhagavad Geeta is to make you a very strong person. Face any situation with courage. Not to a timid person living in fear. And if you don't do this one, Papa will be there. If you do that one, sin will come. So much of fear. Life is full of fret with fear. The purpose of Bhagavad Geeta, to make you a very strong person. Come what may, whatever challenge, I will face it. When I have the protection of the God, why I should be scared? And in the Bhagavad Geeta, it talks about Sankalpa Matram, and make a decision, resolution. I will tread the right path. I will tread the virtuous path. And Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga. In the 16th chapter we talked about, I will acquire the positive energy, noble energy, divine wealth. Make a resolution. That resolution itself will bring in many divine forces around you. Many divine people, divine blessings will start showering on you. My Sankalpa Matra, I will tread the path of the righteousness. I will acquire the divine wealth. That Sankalpa itself will start, many divine unseen hands starts protecting. And the purpose of Mahabharata, though divine energy, divine people less in number, they are more powerful than the demonic. Demonic more in number, like Kauravas, 100, Pandavas only 5. Though less in number, Pandavas will be victorious. That's the purpose of that one. And make a resolution. I will tread the path of righteousness. Come what may, I will tread. That itself you will start getting the blessings of the divine people, divine energy. Repeat after me. Arjuna Uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha
Prakritim Purusham Chaiva
Prakritim Purusham Chaiva
Kshetram Kshetrajna cha
Kshetram Kshetrajna cha
Etad Veditu Ichchami
Etad Veditu Ichchami
Jnanam Jneyam cha Keshava
Jnanam Jneyam cha Keshava
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Idam Shariram Kaunteya
Idam Shariram Kaunteya
Kshetramityabhidhiyate
Kshetramityabhidhiyate
Etadyo Vetitam Prahu
Etadyo Vetitam Prahu
Kshetrajnam iti tadvidaha
Kshetramya iti tadvidaha
Kshetrajnam chapi mam viddi Kshetrajnam chapi mam viddi
Kshetramya chapi mam viddi
Sarvakshetreshu Bharata
Sarvakshetreshu Bharata
Kshetrajnayor jnanam
Kshetrajnayo jnanam
Yattajnanam matam mama
Yattajnanam matam mama
Tatkshetram yachayadrik
Tatkshetram yachayadrik
Chayadvikari yataschayat
Chayadvikari yadaschayat
Sachayo yat prabhavascha
Sachayo yat prabhavascha
Tatsamasena me shrunu
Tatsamasena me shrunu
Rishibir bahuda gitam
Rishibir bahuda gitam
Chandobhi vividai prutak
Chandobhi vividai prutak
Brahma sutra padaischaiva
Brahma sutra padaischaiva
Hetu madhir vinischitam
Hetu madbhir vinischitam
Mahabhutani ahankaro
Mahabhutani ahankaro
Buddhi avyaktamevacha
Buddhiravyaktameva cha
Indriyani dashaikam cha
Indriyani dashaikam cha
Pancha chendriya gochara
Panchatchendriya gochara
Ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham
Ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham
Sanghata chetana dhriti.
Sanghata chetana dhriti.
It is a second ga. Sanghata chetana dhriti.
Sanghata chetana dhriti.
Etat kshetram samasena.
Etat kshetram samasena.
Avikara udahritam.
Avikaram udahritam.
That last week we started from here. Mahabhuta, five great elements. Starting from Akasha, space, and last week I mentioned the space is from space, sun is air. When the space is there, air movement happens. Air starts moving. Air, sun is fire. In the very hot weather, when it's a very windy condition, fire comes out. In the forest fire, bush fire. In Australia now in the summer, bush fire is quite common. America recently had very bad bush fire in California because of the air leading to fire. When the hot condition, I start sweating. Fire's sun is water. From the water sun is earth element. If I store water, after few days, when water dries out, at the bottom I see the sediment. It is teaching us a lesson for all of us. And many people they say, my grandfather used to do yoga and my great grandfather used to do that one. I am from that tradition, great tradition I am from. What about you now? No, I am just earning money. I have some investment property, looking after stocks, and we are shamelessly saying we are not interested, we are not treading the great father, grandfather, great grandfather, whatever they have done, we are not at all interested. I am just making money. We shamelessly say that one. And what this one is teaching, Akasha, the space. The space has a quality. What is that quality of a space? Is sound. In the space, you hear the sound. You send a probe. In the NASA sent a probe towards the sun and could able to hear the Om sound. In the space, there is a sound is there. Only one quality. Space has only one quality. What about space, sun, air? Will the air also say my father was great and I am useless? Air has two qualities. One, we can hear the sound of the air blowing. Air has retained the quality of his father, and not only they retained that quality sound, and it added another quality. What is that? Touch. I can feel the air blowing. That touch. We also have to add value, not just in the software there is version 1, version 2, like iPhone 11, iPhone 12. 12 is supposed to be better than iPhone 11. The next version, I am the next version of my father, so I should be better than my father. My child, son or daughter is next version, he or she should be better than me. My students, I expect, must be better than the teacher. If the students are inferior, not at all worse than the teacher, they haven't done sadhana. That indicates they haven't done any sadhana. Air has two qualities. Air, sun is fire. Fire has three qualities. It has retained grandfather's quality. We hear the fire burning. We can feel the heat. And not only that one, fire added another quality, what is called as the form. To see something, it gives the form to the object. If the fire is not there, there is no form. It gives the form to any object. It gave that one. What about fire sun? Fire sun is water. Is water any worse? Is it the next version? The water has retained great grandfather's quality, and the water flow we can hear. We can feel the water, and in the next you can see the water. And the water you can see that one, and water take the shape of the container. The form is there, and also water added another quality. What is that? Taste. To taste anything, we need water. Water elements should be there. If it is very dry, we can't taste anything. The saliva, purpose of saliva to add taste to the food. If it is very dry, we can't taste anything. If you eat some sand, there is no taste. You need some moisture. Moisture in that one, it gives the taste. And water, sun is earth. Earth not only retained great grandfather's quality, earth element. Earth, if I drop something, I can hear. And I can feel. I can feel the earth. I can see the form of the earth, what shape it is. And you can taste some earth element in the, like even pregnant women, they eat some earth sometimes. And what about rice? We are eating rice is nothing but an earth element. It's a product of earth. Everything, anna anna, whatever it comes, it is nothing but a product of earth, wheat, or whatever we are eating, it is nothing but made up of annamaya. There is a taste to that one. And what is the unique quality of the earth? Earth has added another quality. It is called a smell. It has added another quality. Earth has 5 quality. In the hot summer, if it rains, we can smell. You can smell the earth. And so the message it is conveying all of us. You are a product from the Father. Whatever you have got, you have to retain your family tradition. Not only that one, you have to enrich that one and you give it to your next generation. If you do not enrich, and only I tell my grandfather is to do yoga, my great grandfather is to do yoga, my grandfather is to do that one, grandmother is to do that one, I am not doing anything. What I am doing, I am giving nothing but an empty vessel to the next generation. I am putting them through the penury, into poverty. In the family tradition, I get enriched because of the tradition. If I myself breaks the tradition, I am not adding anything, and what I am giving to the next generation is empty bowel, and it will lead to the degradation of your family. Family will go into ruin. If you do not want to happen that one, you have to enrich yourself and make sure that you pass it on to next generation. They have to carry it. They have to hold it and add something to the pot and give it. And we also in our life, we have to make sure that we contribute something extra and give, so that our generations to come, they have abundance in that one. Mahabhuta ahankara. Whatever I am doing, I should be there. Without I, we can't function. Ahankara, buddhi avyakta evacha. The discrimination faculty, another one, avyakta. Avyakta means 3 ropes which binds us. And sattvic, rajasic and tamasic rope. Indriyani dashaikamcha. 10 indriyas. 5 organs of action, 5 organs of knowledge. Organs of action, hands, my talking, and my legs, and my 2 lower apertures, excretion, organs of action, organs of knowledge. Through eyes, I hear, hearing, smell 3, taste 4, and the touch, the 5th. The organs of action, organs of knowledge. Dashaikamcha pancha chendriya gocharam. Indriya 5. Indriya, the organs of Indriya gocharam. To make a contact with Panchabhuta, we need a contact in between. What is joining earth element to connect to the body. Organs of knowledge knows what we need is smell. It's a connector. And water element and the tongue, how it is connected through taste. Rasa, gandha, rasa. And fire element and eyes, it sees what is through that one, through rupa form. And to the skin and it is air element. It is connected through sparsha contact. And then akasha, the sound and hearing through the sound waves. Space and the hearing, it is connected through the sound waves. Pancha chendriya gochara. In between. And ichcha dvesha, my mind. I can't. Everyone plays the game differently, though pitch is different because of the 3 gunas, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic, and likes and dislike because of my past karmas. I like something, I like Bhagavad Geeta. No, I don't like Bhagavad Geeta. I like ichcha, hate, like, dislike. Ichcha, dvesha, sukham, dukkham. I enjoy something, so the same thing, it may not affect me. Some people get very affected with that one. and dukkha. Sukham dukkam sangata chetana dhritihi. Sangata chetana, our memory power and determination to move forward. Karma. These 24 qualities, it binds the soul, jiva. Because of that, everyone plays the game differently. Everyone plays the game differently. Though the pitch is the same, everyone plays the game differently, and everyone achieves gets different results because of these 24 qualities which binds the jiva. Eta kshetram samasena avikara udahritam. Then it's a different, everyone gets a different one. So, how to get best out of this life? Sri Krishna says, to get best out of the life, before I play the game, I have to equip myself. I haven't prepared myself, I just want to play the game. Like when I join a company, what they run is called as orientation. I had to be oriented before I play the game well. And when you understand the rules of the game well, when you get oriented well, then only you can play the game, and game becomes a celebration. If you do not get oriented well, and if you try just jump in and try to play, your game will end in a misery. You won't enjoy the game of the life. If you want to enjoy the game of your life, you better get oriented for these 20 qualities. 20 qualities, Sri Krishna says, Yetajnanam iti proktam ajnanam yatato anyatha. These 20 are the ones, orientation are real knowledge. Anything else apart from these 20, if you try to acquire, it is not at all knowledge. It will make your game playing the game very miserable. You won't enjoy the game of your life. If you want to enjoy the game of this life and acquire these 20 qualities, what are they? Amanitvam adambitva.
Amanitva adambitva.
Ahimsa kshanti arjavam.
Ahimsa kshanti arjavam.
Acharyo upasanam shaucham.
Acharyo upasanam shaucham.
Stairyam atma vinigraha.
Stairyam atma vinigraha.
That these 9 qualities, it is Sri Krishna talks about amanitva, not to be too proud of your achievement. What is there? Somehow, who gave you the pitch to play? I may claim myself to be a great yoga teacher. Who gave me the platform to play? Is it my choice, or who gave that platform? Suppose I am able to do yoga well, what is there to be proud of? It is God's grace. If I am very successful in my business, why I should be proud of? Who gave me the field so that whatever my talent I could able to express? Who gave me that field? I should be thankful to that one, not to be very proud of your accomplishment. Very proud, very egoistic, arrogant of your accomplishment. Amanitvam adambitva. What you do not have, not to show off. My whole life, I want to spend in impressing others. In my Facebook, I want to post the picture saying that how happy I am, how happy is my family, and inside I am sulking. And it's only life I am spending only to impress others. How good I am, look at me. And I am putting on so many masks only to impress others. I want others to say, wow. And so that such a costume I put on, makeup, so that I get more likes in the Facebook or in the social media. People should say what type of car I am driving. People should see where I am living. The clothes, the designer cloth I am wearing, designer shoe I am wearing. People should say, wow. And my whole life, instead of upgrading myself, I want to put a cosmetics around. Instead of upskilling and myself, I am only putting the makeup. I'm not interested in upgrading my levels, do the sadhana, and I want to improve myself. I don't want to improve myself. I want to put a mask so that people should think I am a great person. I don't want to do any sadhana. I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock to do sadhana. I want to get up at 7 o'clock, have coffee and come out and pretend to put some costume, pretend that I am a very religious person, very spiritual person and impress others. I myself do not doing any sadhana. I put on maybe some tilak or vibhuti or something. I'll put on some costume. I'll put on, impress others. How spiritual this person is. How religious is this person. Only time is spent only in impressing others. No sadhana inside. I am not interested in upgrading myself. Ahimsa, and ahimsa see the God who pervades everywhere. Ahimsa happens when I do not see God also exist in this one. I like eating chicken. I regard there is no God in this one. God is only here. Chicken doesn't have life. And I like killing the cow and eating. I serve in the restaurant. I don't regard there is a God in that one. I don't regard there is a feeling in the cow. I don't regard calves have no feeling. They let them kill mercilessly. I want only this one. And I kill the sheep or the other goat, other animal. I kill and I don't see the same God who gives the feeling. He is also there in that one. That animal also feels the pain, pangs of separation. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra says the desire to cling on to life is inherent to all beings. Desire to cling on. I want to cling on to this life as long as we can. Even I may be 90 years and I will go to the doctor, please do something, I want to hang on. Change some medication, do something. I don't want to leave the body, I want to cling on. This fruit is ripened, it can fall any time, but the fruit wants to hang on to the tree. As long as I want to hang on. These animals also, they want to hang on. Why I alone? These animals also wants to live. And I mercilessly kill, and it's a party, Christmas time, and they serve turkey or chicken or other animal, pig or cow or calf. It's a supermarket full of meat. And people, they bring it, a dead animal, and put the dead animal in your freezer. And we are eating the dead animal like cannibals. And how can you say that I am celebrating Christmas? Which God will be pleased with hurting other animals and we are eating? Which divine soul will be happy by killing for my pleasure? And we say that is the celebration. The celebration, see the same God pervading all. Ahimsa means feel. You feel. In Patanjali also says, and ahimsa ya pratishtayam, and one who is established in ahimsa, in his company, in his presence or her presence, there won't be any animosity. People can experience the positive energy, can feel the energy, positive energy. Even other animals also feel the positive energy. And the dvesha bhava, it goes out. Ahimsa means make sure that you realize there is a life in that one. And if you are killing other animals, what if that animal takes a revenge in the next life? You become that animal and that one will eat you. How do you feel? And how that is ahimsa. And ahimsa also looking after the planet. You have to be gentle on the planet. Look after the planet. And we have to make sure that for our next generation, we give a better planet to the next generation. Our children they should not ridicule us for destroying the planet and giving. We have to minimize the wastage. Make sure that you recycle things properly. Your rubbish bin, try to reduce if you are every week if you are putting out one full bin, make sure that you reduce it to half. Make all efforts. Minimize the use and throw as much as you can. And plastic, do not use the one-off use plastic. And recycle as much as you can. Conserve the water. Do not pollute water. And minimize the usage of water. Reduce the shower time. It's slowly. Ahimsa means it extends various ways. Looking after, because, and in the 15th chapter we saw that one bibartavya ishvara trailokyam avishya bibartavya ishvara. I can't see the God, but God expresses through everything. I pervade myself, all three words. He is there in the plants, He is there in the earth, He is there in animals, He is there in humans, He is there everywhere. And we can, when He is pervaded everywhere, and we can experience. Earth is giving us so much, so much to us, we have to look after. It is nothing but, ahimsa is nothing but a service to the Lord. It is our service to the God. Ahimsa. Ahimsa, kshanti arjavam. Kshanti, and if someone talks negative against you, I will take eye for an eye. I won't give up. That person said this one, I will give it back. I will retaliate. Whatever he has done, that one, I will give twice as much. Eye for an eye. He has taken one eye, I will remove both eyes. And that is the common mentality. Many religions talk about that one. Don't give up and fight. One person was meditating and a long time, and meditating, and two people were competing, and they were arch rivals. They did tapas, and the severe intense tapas. God appeared before one person, and God asked, what do you want? And he said, my arch rival is also meditating. Whatever he asks, you go and ask him. Whatever he asks, give me twice of that one. Twice. Whatever he says, give me 100,000. If he says, give me $1 million, for me, I should get 2 million. If he asks for a bungalow, I should get 2 bungalow. If he asks for a mansion, I should get 2 mansion. Ask 2. That God said, so be it. They went to the other person. And this person said, God appeared, what do you want? He said, what did that person say? Ask. He said, whatever you get, he should get twice. Two as much. Then he said, give me blessing. May I become blind in one eye. And that's his request. And that person, so that may he lose both eyes. And our kshanti, so vengeance is so much, we want to retaliate. May I lose one eye. So that person had asked for, I should get double, and he should lose. That kshanti means not to retaliate. Able to endure the insult. No one's life is easy. Nobody will be praising you all the time. Whatever you do in your life, people will be criticizing you. People will be critical of you. Whatever you do in your life. Whether it's a business or it's your charity work, teach yoga, or whatever you do, there are people who will be critical of your action. They will be criticizing, not to fight with each and everyone, endure the insult. They may criticize, openly criticize. It is okay. It is okay. Endure the criticism, insults. They may ridicule you. Endure. Kshanti, that in Srimad Bhagavatam also it talks about, we have to learn from earth the perseverance, this one, forbearance from the earth. People spit on the earth, people trample on the earth, and people dig the earth. Still, earth doesn't retaliate. If earth retaliates and it caves in, we can't be there. And it's a tapas when you are doing, especially in the people who are treading the path of spirituality, sadhana. When you are doing the sadhana, you should be extremely careful. Extremely careful. Forget about other person, those who are doing the sadhana. Every day you are doing japa, every day you are doing meditation. And if somebody criticizes, if you start retaliating, it will dissipate all your spiritual energy. The sadhana, whatever you have done, it will deplete. And it's not to squander your energy. People may be criticizing. If you criticize, yes, your energy, if you curse somebody, it may bring in ruin to their life. It can happen with that energy. But at the same time, you are bringing yourself down. When you are doing the sadhana, you should be extremely careful not to swear at others, not to curse others. And people may be abusing you, criticizing. That is the lakshana of a sadhaka. And in Puranas, many stories are there. If person is doing so much of sadhana and deliberately many Menaka or Ramba or other things is to come, so that out of fit of anger you curse, so that whatever you have done for years, let it go into vain. And it's a kshanti, you have to have this one, not to curse others, swear at others. It may be because you are doing the sadhana, you have accumulated so much of spiritual wealth, spiritual energy. By cursing others, you will deplete yourself. The sadhana is not easy. With great difficulty, you have uplifted yourself. Try to maintain. People may be critical and criticizing, and it's a test for you. How is your practice? Are you able to withstand this criticism? If I can't withstand, you will collapse. It's a test. Yes, I can withstand. Every step of my sadhana, there will be new challenges will be there. Testing how sincere you are in practice. Have you done sadhana, real sadhana? This is a test. Every step, so many tests are there. Every step of our sadhana. That insults, criticism, whatever, calm. Because the sadhaka is in the protection of the Supreme Lord. He will look after. But these tests we have to pass, not to go into swearing and abusing others, abusive language and cursing others. That is called as kshanti. Then is arjavam. Arjavam and adambitva goes together. Arjavam, it's not to, adambitva is said putting on the mask. Arjavam, whatever you are inside, be outside also. Not to show off. Only to please others and only to impress others. Oh, you are so good. I want some donation from some person. I start praising. You are like Karna. You are a great donor. I heard you are so good. I praise. That word has no meaning for me. My intention only for my personal benefit. Only praise. only this one, and it's a buttering others to get some mileage out of that one. Arjavam, whatever is inside, it should be outside, not to put on with the mask. Whatever you are thinking, and my thinking, I want to get money out of people, my thinking. But in my word, I talk some flowery words to impress people. But my actions are totally different. There is no alignment between my thinking, my talking, my action. It should align together. And that is no adambitva. It's inside and outside. Arjavam, Acharyo Upasanam Shaucham. Acharya Upasana. Acharya, you have to serve the teacher. Serve the teacher. And in the scriptures also it says, you become like a slave to the teacher. The slave, not a literal the slave, out of humility. Why? Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. If you want a knowledge, unless you serve the teacher, you won't get a knowledge. That is the only means. I may have abundance of information. Whole Google is in my head. I can write an essay on anything, any topic, but only a bookish knowledge. There is no, if you want a personal experience, knowledge, wisdom to dawn in, unless you serve a teacher, it won't come. That even your teacher also has done the same. He or she has served his teacher. This is the only means. Acharya Upasanam. You have to serve the teacher. Teacher, the Sattvic teacher is the one who has no personal agenda. He or her only intention is to bring out the good to the whole humanity. There is no personal agenda. Whatever teacher wants, teacher is not selfish, wanting only me. Teacher's life is spent for the welfare of the society. When you come across that one, you serve the teacher as best, so that teacher can do such a work very well. And slowly by doing that one, you also start acquiring those qualities, and over the years you also will become someone great, someone special in your life. Only by serving the like one iron, how it is rubbed against the magnet. By rubbing, even common iron piece also acquires the magnetic quality. By serving the teacher, when the teacher, the knowledge dawns. If you want to have an inner awakening, inner knowledge blossoming, inner wisdom blossoming, you have to serve the teacher. Acharyo Upasanam. Acharya Upasana. Serve the teacher. Acharya Upasanam. Achara, there are the words in Sanskrita. One is Dvija. Dvija, everyone is born. As when they are born, they are no different to animals. It's in like biological classification, it's Homo sapien, that classification, another classification of animal. That Dvija, one who starts like a sankalpa. I want to acquire the knowledge. When he or she makes an commitment, I want to acquire the knowledge. Then only the animal kingdom to human kingdom you get transformed. It is called as Dvija. Ja means born. Dvi means twice born. You are born like any other animal, like a normal birth. You are the second birth when you made a sankalpa. I have made a commitment to acquire the knowledge about the Supreme. That commitment, when I made a commitment, then that is called as Dvija. The second life. You got a second life now. Your second life. And that's why Gayatri Mantra is initiated. It is a initiation. From now onwards, you are treading the path to acquire the knowledge. Dvija. Dvija, once I am acquired that commitment, now the knowledge, whatever I imbibe, I have to practice myself. It is not only for lecturing. And many teachers, they themselves do not practice, they only give lectures. For I did, many teachers I heard saying that I did 10 years intense sadhana, now I don't do any sadhana, only I give talk. It is not that one. Acharya is the one who not only talks and practices himself or herself. Acharati, one who implements on the own life, not just talking. And one who practices, that is called as, then only my talk will have the bearing on weight. I may talk on, it's a yoga for obesity. I myself is so obese and I am giving a talk on yoga on obesity. How can I impress others? I myself should practice and make an experiment on myself before I talk. Then only people will listen. Otherwise, like empty words, people may to please you, they may come, but it won't have it will have no weightage. One is Dvija, one is Acharya. Acharya is Acharya Upasanam. When you find such a Acharya, you have to serve that one with the intention, I also want to acquire the knowledge. And people, the teacher may put you into the test the students. People may leave that he or why he is testing. I am double degree, triple degree. I have so much of money. Why I should bow down? And the loser is not the teacher, you are the loser. Acharyo upasanam shaucham. Shaucha, purity in life. You have to have purity in thinking, purity in talking, purity in action. Without purity and defiled thinking and impure, wherever the impurity is there, the divine beings won't come there. Divine beings take shelter where purity is there. Impurity where impurity is there, corruption is there, negativity is there, negative energy. At the beginning I talked about negative energy will take shelter there. Where there is a purity, the divine people, divine beings take shelter in that person. Divine beings are looking for such a carrier so that they come and take shelter. Demonic energy, they are looking for such a shelter. Those who are impure, they can come and take shelter so that they operate through them. One who is pure within, so many divine beings come and take shelter. They start working through that person. Shaucham, Stairyam, Atma Vinigraha. Stairya means firm conviction. The sadhana, the inner world, sadhana is not a blind belief. It's a conviction on a firm foundation of knowledge. Firm conviction, not that on a shaky foundation. Whatever I started, very firm. My resolution for my life is it's a full conviction. Whatever I am doing, teaching yoga, it's a full of conviction. Not half-hearted. Stairyam Atma Vinigraha, with control over the senses. And 9 qualities we touched upon. We will go through this one again, and through this Sri Krishna says these are the 20 qualities are required for orienting ourselves before we play the game in the pitch, so that we get best out of this one, we play the game successfully. May we come out victorious from our game, not defeated, beaten up, and dejected in the game. You should play the game with all enthusiasm, and you should come out. It's great out of this game. Repeat after me again, all 8 shlokas. Arjuna Vacha.
Arjuna Vacha.
Prakritim Purusham Chaiva.
Prakritim Purusham Chaiva.
Kshetram Kshetrajnameva cha.
Kshetra Kshetrajnameva cha.
Shri Bhagavanu Etad Veditu Ichchami.
Etad Veditu Ichchami.
Jnanam Jneyam cha Keshava.
Jnanam Jneyam cha Keshava.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Idam Shariram Kaunteya.
Idam Shariram Kaunteya.
Kshetramityadibidiyate.
Kshetramityabhidriyate.
Etadyo Vetitam Prahu.
Etadyo Vetitam Prahu.
Kshetrajnam iti tadvidaha.
Kshetrajna iti tadvidaha.
Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi.
Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi.
Sarvakshetreshu bharata.
Sarvakshetreshu bharata.
Kshetra kshetrajnayor jnanam.
Kshetra kshetrajnayo jnanam.
Yattajnanam matam mama.
Yattajnanam matam mama.
Tat kshetram yaccha yadrik.
Tat kshetram yaccha yadrika.
Cha yadvikari yataschayat.
Cha yadvikari yataschayat.
Sachayo yat prabhavascha.
Sachayo yat prabhavascha.
Tat samasena me shrunu.
Tat samasena me shrunu.
Rishibir bahuda ghitam.
Rishibir bahuda geetham.
Chando bhi vividai prutak.
Chando bi vividai prutak.
Brahma sutra padaischaiva.
Brahma sutra padaishchaiva.
Hetu maddir vinischitam.
Hetu madhir vinishchitam.
Mahabhutani ahankaro.
Mahabhutani ahankaro.
Buddhi avyakta evacha.
Buddhiravyaktameva cha.
Indriyani dashaikam cha.
Indriyani dashayikam cha.
Panchachendriya gochara.
Panchachendriya gocharaha.
Ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham.
Ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham.
Sangata chetana dhriti.
Sangataschetana dhritihi.
Etak kshetram samasena.
Etat kshetram samasena.
Avikara udahritam.
Savikaramudahritam.
Amanitva adambitvam.
Amanitvam adambitvam.
Ahimsa kshanti arjavam.
Ahimsa kshantirarjavam.
Acharyopasanam shaucham.
Acharya upasanam shaucham.
Stairyam atma vinigraha.
Stairyam atma vinigraha.
Vasudeva sutam devam.
Vasudeva sutam devam.
Kamsa chanooramardhanam.
Kamsa chanooramardhanam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.